All right, this is Bill Kiddo talking, and what this is going to do is explain how you as an adjunct stats teacher can take control of this courseware that's an integration of Moodle and R Studio, basically designed by Homer White, who's at Georgetown College. We took his course and all of his lectures and integrated it in such a way that what he was presenting is now run from a USB device, and all of the software and programs and everything necessary is resident on that device. So this means you as a adjunct instructor, with the purchase of a implementation of Moodle, can now run this course in an independent fashion. So this is going to explain some of the maintenance work that you have to do in that course. And one of the things I want to point out is you will end up having to get some skills with Moodle, because it's necessary that your Moodle is owned by you and you are the Moodle admin. So let's go look at the next set of things here. Okay, how does it? That ain't working, man. Okay. Go back one slide. All right. So here's what I was just talking about. You need to take charge of the Moodle site, and you have to be the admin of that site, because there are settings in Moodle that only the admin can make, and you definitely do not want to be under the beck and control of some local admin who doesn't really know what he's doing. You have to own the site. You don't do too much as admin other than set up some global specifications, set it up how people can log into the site, and you definitely want to enable it to be self-enrollment. That way your students, you just tell them, go to the site and enroll in the course, and you don't have to do any of the other paperwork or nonsense along those lines. If you're actually 2 or 3 of you have gone together, as we have at the Antelope Valley, and have all are using the same site that basically I own, but you can give some of those access to be the admin, but I would recommend you don't. You keep that minimal, maybe you and one other guy, but give those other guys who are making courses and stuff higher power by creating them as course creators, or the manager title, which is one of a scale of, shall we say, roles towards the high end of what Moodle allows. So Moodle basically has people pigeonholed in roles. Teachers can create and change courses. The other people can do a few other things, but there are some things that only the admin can do, and you need to be that guy. So on the other set of videos in here, I've explained how you can buy a course support, like from what is that? I forgot the name of the place, but anyway, it's $9 for a year for a minimal size course. I went to the $50 one. That certainly works completely well for 3 people teaching courses, no questions asked. All right, now let's see the next thing. All right, if you look at the course that I have developed, you download it, you buy your Moodle site, and you install it, you will see that one of the main things that happens very front end of the course is the idea of getting all the course files. Because the way this course works, every student has a USB device, and on the USB device is located the R program, the R Studio program, and several other programs. A portable Git program, a portable program that does mic text so that you can create PDF files, and a bunch of other things. And I know my buddy Dr. J is contemplating putting in a load of Python. I forget the name of the load for Python, but it's got the 4 major packages, and that too would fit on there, because R Studio actually can run Python files as part of its file structure that it actually steps out of the box of creating knitted words and executes programs whose output you want to include. Python, Perl, several others are part of that. R, of course, is the main one. So you need to know how to create all the necessary files. And looking at this slide, you'll see that where I put them is on my own Dropbox account. So let's go to the next link. I think we'll talk about where you end up putting them and what changes in these files. In the files we download, you have a current version of R, and since R is getting updated approximately at 6 months intervals, you need to create a new load about every 6 months or so. RStudio recently has been going through major growth spurts and keeps releasing new releases on a more frequent basis. At least that's currently. I know in ours we've added the newest release that's beyond not under their configuration control exactly yet. It's an experimental one, but it supports this idea of R notebooks, and so we like to keep all the current stuff available for our students, and we've been playing with our notebooks to see what they are. Basically sort of an extension of an R Markdown file, where if you click on a chunk, it'll display that chunk right there in front of you to see how it's going to fit in. One of the things we use in our course is Swirl. Swirl is developed at Johns Hopkins University, and it's a tremendous way to get your students to come up to various aspects of R and data sciences through just following their nose through these Swirl courses. So we include Swirl in what we have in our course. But as you update to a new version of R, what happens is your newly updated Swirl has none of the courses embedded within what you see when you go down to the Swirl library in your library folders in R. So in order to fix that, you basically have to go to the prior R load, copy all of the Swirl courses out of that, put them in the clipboard, go over to the new Swirl library after you update R, and load it back up again, so you have that continuity and don't have to go screwing around looking for courses somewhere on GitHub or elsewhere. They will just be included in your R load. All right, so I think lastly, where you put all this stuff, well, upon looking at where I had my R load back there, you saw that it was upon Dropbox I had. I also put some other things like the current R or the current RStudio on a web FTP server that my community college allocates to me. But if you want to be a completely independent adjunct, to own your own course, own your own Moodle site, and be completely out of anybody else's control, which I recommend you do, then something like Dropbox should certainly work okay. 2 gigs is enough for everything in this course, and even adding in what Brownlow wants for a Python, a portable Python on the USB device. So anyway, I intend to put more things as a video like this upon the in the README file, so that you will learn how to do what is necessary to maintain your own course. Okay, that's it.